Spurgeon here with RevZilla to talk to you today about the Cortech GX Sport Air 5.0 jacket available at RevZilla.com. Now what we're going to see Mr. McHugh wearing on the left-hand side is the updated version of the GX Sport Air from version 4.0 to version 5.0. Now the real story here is there used to be two versions of this jacket, an Air and a non-Air. The non-Air has gone away, and for the version 5.0 you're going to have a full mesh chassis as your main GX Sport Air jacket. Now this is going to be for those of you out there riding in the warmer months of the year. Think late spring, all summer long into the early fall. There is a full drop waterproof removable liner in this, and there is going to be a 60-gram thermal vest that can also be removed. So you can use this, into the cooler months, some of those late summer nights where it begins to cool off. This is going to be that jacket that you can wear all day long. But when you get into the colder months of the year, you're going to want to switch over to something else to make sure you stay nice and warm. And again, that depends on the climate in which you're riding. Now from a sizing standpoint, sizes will range from an extra small to a 4XL. Mr. McHugh, he stands at 6 foot, weighs in at 230 pounds, has a 46-inch chest. We have in a large. So if you're looking at Cortech's size chart, he should actually be in an XL. We've sized him down one full size, fits him spot on, gives him that nice sporty feel. The one thing to note, very slim throughout the arms. So again, it's a really nice articulated fit, and the style change that we're going to see is definitely more of a contemporary style from what we've seen in Cortech in the past. If you're looking at this compared to the old version 4.0, really the changes you're going to see is the way the colors are playing. All of that extra foam material is removed that kind of gave it more of that dated kind of a look to it, but that's all gone now, and you have a much more streamlined, just contemporary look to this piece. Coming in around the $230 price point, this is going to be that lightweight summer mesh textile option from Cortech. Now if you want to bump up, you could look at something like the Fusion. The Fusion is going to utilize a stretch material. You're still going to get that waterproof liner in there. It's just going to be a little bit more sophisticated in the materials used. But let's break this down for those of you out there looking for a lightweight summer mesh option. The two materials you're going to see coming into play. You're going to have a 600D Carbolux textile material. That's going to be the mesh as well as that's going to be the material working its way through the mesh. You are going to have the mesh throughout the main chassis to promote airflow, and then you're going to have reinforcements of 1680D ballistic at the shoulders as well as the elbows on this. At the top, you're going to have neoprene at the collar for comfort, and then you are going to have CE level protection at the elbows and the shoulders. It's just a CE level 1 armor. And then when we work our way down, you will have adjustments at the inner arm on this, at the bicep as well as the forearm. And you're going to see that mesh work its way all the way down the inner arm, really working to promote a massive amount of airflow with all of your textile working to hold the jacket together in the impact zones where you need it. For the cuff, simple zip entry. You will notice that you are going to have the lining on the inside there, and then it is going to be a fleece line, very comfortable cuff to this, and you can see that waterproof liner just kind of peeking out. So if you are using that waterproof liner, just make sure that you have gloves that go up and over top of it, something that's going to cover where that ends. And the only problem that you're going to see there is if you are using waterproof gloves that have a gauntlet design, there's really no way to get those gloves underneath that waterproof liner, so that means you run the risk of having water pushed down into your gloves. As we take a look down the front of this, full mesh chassis, dual hand warmer pockets, and my minor nitpick with the styling, I think Cortech's done a great job as far as upgrading their styling goes, but they're still sticking with this rubberized Cortech logo, and it just still feels a bit dated to my eyes. Mr. McHugh, sideways rider position. So you will have accordion stretch at the back of the elbows. You'll notice that mesh works its way up, and then little pops are reflective throughout the jacket. You are going to have this stretch material that works its way down the back of the lats on this, giving you that nice range of motion, and it carries itself down just so you get a really, whether you're in a full tuck or something a little more upright, you can really feel comfortable while you're wearing it. And then you are going to have accordion stretch at the waist with a Velcro waist adjuster, and you will see that Cortech logo again kind of just stitched into the material itself. And this is much more of a sleek, trimmed down look. I would have loved to have seen them use this logo throughout the rest of the piece and remove some of that rubberized TPR. Mr. McHugh, you may go backwards. You can see that neoprene continues around the top of the collar. Cortech logo done with a popper reflective there. Now the one thing to note, you'll see those mesh panels to promote airflow, pops reflective, but that pad that's in there, it's just a back pad. It's not a back protector, and we are going to recommend that you go ahead, you pull that out, get rid of it, and replace that with a full-on CE rated back protector. You've got that CE protection at the elbows and the shoulders. You want to make sure your back is protected too. As you wrap around the bottom, there will be a short connection zip on the inside if you want to match that with a pair of pantalones, and that would give you a full textile suit to wear throughout the warmer months of the year. Pat, forward, unzip my friend. So we'll see on the inside of this, like I said, 2 different liners. You will come first to that waterproof liner, full sleeve waterproof liner. Opening that up, you will have that zip point right there, and that gets you to the inner thermal liner. That thermal liner is going to be just a vest that is zip out. You can pull that out, and you'll notice that there's that mesh chassis on the inside of that waterproof liner. One of the things that I really like about this is that the mesh chassis on the inside of that waterproof is extremely comfortable. It doesn't feel sticky. Sometimes you get those waterproof liners where it's just that material sitting right against your skin, uncomfortable. I like the fact this is going to be a lined waterproof liner. And if we open up this inside, you pull it completely out. You notice the inside of the jacket is lined in a very fine mesh as well. Really an extremely comfortable piece to wear, even if you're just using a t-shirt, making sure you feel comfortable in the warmer months of the year, with additional storage pockets on the inside of both the liner as well as the jacket itself. And sir, you can zip up for me. Now the other thing you'll note, the zipper pull on this has been updated. So you actually have this really nice, almost a 3D zipper pull, which has just kind of a tab that sticks out a little bit. So if you're using this with a pair of gloves, it's really easy to get your hands on that zipper and open that jacket up. Now there's a lot of folks out there utilizing Cortech, and I believe there'll be a lot of people that are really interested in the updates that they're seeing Cortech make. And if you want to hear more about those riders, you can click the info button on your desktop or mobile device, which will allow you to read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting Cortech jackets through their paces. If you have more questions for one of our gear geeks as to which jacket is right for you and your riding style, give us a shout, 877-792-9455, or simply shoot over an email to cs@RevZilla.com, and we are here to help. Now, thank you for joining us for this look at the Cortech GX Sport Air 5.0. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.